Let's get to
I've never done
um,
that before. I got no speakers.
our protocol.
Oh wait.
So we're going to do Haida Nation anthem, class prayer, and class greeting. And then we're going to go back into Gagi Donald, where we left off, and go back into Goose Gal Uijan, where we left off there.
Yeah, I guess.
And then maybe a song, another song.
Yeah.
Okay, let me change the format here so everything fits on the screen. Okay, I know some of you can't stand because you're in a car, but Jug Ya Usha, yo, 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 awi, 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 yo, yo, hey, awi, awi, ayo, awi, 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 yo ho, yo, awi, we, hey, yo, awi, awi, we, hey, hi, yo, awi, 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 we go. Our ooh will now go into last prayer. Here we go. Make this a little smaller. Okay. O sing sanawai. O sanang itlak das. O salana. Hugan sudas. Kasant itlanga gudang. Have pity on what we are saying. Aji Singayan, Palankil Lagan, we thank you for this day. Ayat Atlan Ichku, Kajgit Sandalanga, Palankil Lagan, we thank you for gathering us here today. Hugan Telangas Das, Itkasite, whatever we're about to do, help us. Daman Telangas Die Ana, so that we could do it right. How sing Sanoi, how sanan itlakdas, how salana, kun ant hita. That's our Haida Amen. Last greeting. Idasa harala isis, di tolan atlan anas, di goodnight lagan, dalang itsa safe, di goodnight lagan, dalang ashan di pangilgan, ayat kilan talang skatang, dalang anskil lagan, Jahawa u hadkil, talang skata sing. Greetings, good people, my friends, my family. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you guys have come. I'm honored with your presence. Today we're learning our language. I thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Let's learn Haida. Okay, we're going to put our singing voices on. um, Trying to remember where we left off. Oh, okay. We are going to finish off this song, and I each time Gagi Donald sees an animal, we will change it instead of having all these blanks, because it's too hard to remember off the top of the head. So I know where we left off. We're going to be um, going through these. Atlana hoots, Hutlana hoots, Flijidana hoots. And then back to Goggy Donald, Coggin, hoo ha hee ha hoo. And then we're going to go back through and pick another animal and change it out. Okay, well, it would still help to start from the top to get familiar all over again. So I'll go through this twice and then we'll go around the room. Goggy Donald Coggin, hoo ha hee ha hoo. Goggy Donald Coggin, hoo ha hee ha hoo. And you could either sing it or just say it, as long as we're practicing. Nation, Dashway Gusu, you're on mute.
There you go. Sorry.
Goggy Donald Coggin, hoo ha hee ha hoo. Goggy Donald Coggin, hoo ha hee ha hoo.
Hooligan. I like that you did it twice. Tony, Dashway Gusu, you could speak it or sing it.
Okay. Goggy Donald Coggin, hoo ha hee ha hoo.
Hooligan. Big Bear, Dashway Gusu,
Gaki Donald again. Hoo ha hee ha hoo.
Hooligan. How now we're gonna state what he saw. Hallkastlu hoots Hallkangen. Hoo ha hee ha hoo. It's easier to have the phrase and this chorus or whatever it's called together. Hallkastlu hoots Hallkangen. Hoo ha hee ha hoo. Hallkastlu hoots Hallkangen. Hoo ha hee ha hoo. Hallkastlu hoots Hallkangen. Hoo ha hee ha hoo. Nathan, das way Gusu.
Do suits King Gun, hoo ha hee ha hoo. Ha
Go
do
ahead.
suits King Gun, ha he. Sorry. Hoo ha hee ha hoo.
There you go. How Tony.
Hot clock blues, hoots Kingan, hoo ha hee ha hoo. I think I messed up the first part.
You did good.
Oh.
Big Bear.
Kaslu, Hoots, King, and Hoo Ha He Ha Hoo.
Now we get to this part. We'll just do one at a time. I'll go through it 3 times and then we'll go around the room. Atlana hoots, Atlana hoots, Atlana hoots. Nathan, Dashway Gusu,
Atlana hoot, Atlana hoot,
how Tony, you're on mute.
Sorry, we have to keep muting because of the feedback in the car. Atla hoots.
Hulagan, how Big Bear,
Atlana Hoots.
So we said, you're a brown bear. I know it sounds a little awkward, but that's how this was based off Old MacDonald. So our next phrase, hootlana hoots, hootlana hoots, hootlana hoots, hootlana hoots. They're a brown bear. Nathan,
Hootlana hoot, Hootlana hoot,
how Tony,
Hootla oots.
how Big Bear,
Hootlana Hoots.
Okay, next one, I think I'll do phonetics. Lee, the earlier, I think I said Don, which is incorrect because there's only one A there. So it would sound more like Kliji Din. Kliji Din. Hoots. Oh, I get it. I had to think for a second. It's AG done. If there was 2 A's here, it would, yeah, it would have a Don sound. So when it's 1A, I have to consider if it has an is sound or a sound, and it has a sound, so it's going to sound like Clegidan. So Clegidan hoots, Clegidan hoots, Clegidan hoots. Nathan,
Fleegy dan hoot, Fleegy dan hoot,
Hulag, how Tony,
Kliji dan hoots. Kliji dan hoots.
how Big Bear.
Sleegi Dana Hoots.
And then we will do, oh, okay, I gotta take off the phonetics. Is it? Yeah, we need this all on the same page. Goggy Donald Coggin, hoo ha hee ha hoo. Goggy Donald Coggin, hoo ha hee ha hoo. Nathan,
Doggy Donald Coggin, hoo ha hee ha hoo, Doggy Donald Coggin, Who ha he ha who.
Tony.
Uh, Gagi Donald Coggin. Hoo ha he ha hoo.
Big Bear.
Kaki Donald Kagan. Hoo hi he ha hoo.
Hulagan. Okay, let me see if I could knock this down further. So I'll just sing the whole thing through a couple times and then we'll go back to our lesson. And then I think we'll do a different song, one or two. Okay, from the top. Gagi Donald Kagan, hoo ha he ha hoo, Holocaust blue hoots all kingen, hoo ha he ha hoo, Atlana hoots, Hootlana hoots, Sleety Dana hoots, Gagi Donald Kagan, hoo ha he ha hoo. Oh, by the way, to take care of some housekeeping. Oh, never mind. I will be traveling on Monday, but um, I will be able to teach class. I'll just be in Ketchikan instead of Craig. So next week we're going to come back to this song, and then we're going to change out the brown bear to a killer whale, and then on Wednesday, next Wednesday, we will change it out and we will have an eagle, and that'll give us um, get us more familiar with the song. Um, Songs take a while. You don't learn them in 5 minutes. Um, so we'll keep working on that. Uh, in the meantime, want to go back to Huskiao Uijun. Okay, and we left them the eight. Okay. Um, did we do these ones, guys? Yes, I'll buy a new one. No, I won't buy a new one. Did we get that far? I see Tony nodding.
Yes, we did. I'm sorry, I took it off mute. Yes, I remember doing some of them.
Okay. Cool. That's what I was thinking, and I started to doubt myself. So,
No,
um, we were talking about buying things, and now we're gonna switch to the weather. Um, for us Haidas, besides food, our favorite topic is weather. Our second favorite topic. Um, oh, I should do a little bit of phonetics. This is going to sound like the English word sun. This is gonna sound like sing plus I, sing I, and then this is gonna sound like he done. Sanu, those are always gonna be pronounced as one word, Sanu, and then sing I, he done. So that's the breakup. Sanu, sing I, he done. Sanu, sing I, he done. How it could mean how's the weather, or it can mean how's the day. And so we're going to answer to both of those. Sanu singai he done. Sanu singai he done. Sanu singai he done. We're blowing lots of air from back of the throat. Sanu singai he done. You could actually feel the air rushing out of your mouth. Sanu singai he done. Nathan.
Sanu, Singai, Hey Dong.
Hulagan. Tony.
There. Sun U, Sing I Hey Dung.
Hulagan. Big Bear.
Sanu singai hitang.
How, okay, wait. I'm just gonna stop right there before this screen jumps around even further. Little bit of phonetics. If we were to break it down into English words that it sounds like I plus ought, like I ought to do this. So I ought, and then we already have law in English, and then gun. I ought, lagen. I ought, lagen. I ought, lagen. Today is good. I ought, lagen. Tony. I mean Nathan.
Ayat Logan.
How Tony.
Ayat Logan.
Big Bear.
Ayat lagen.
How okay. We're gonna do some of the same phonetics that we've already done. Okay, I sing I lagen. Today's weather is nice. I sing I lagen. I sing I lagen. I sing I lagen. Nathan.
Ayat Singai Logan.
How Tony.
Ayat Singai Logan.
How Big Bear.
Ayat singai lagen.
Okay, so um the weather in Southeast Alaska, especially this time of year, um, the weather may not be good, so we need to know the negative response. And today is one of those days. We put out our garbage can for pickup, and they picked up our garbage, and And then the wind blew the garbage can over. We lost power this morning. But thank goodness it wasn't long before it came back on. Whoops, that's a 0. So this is gum ayat singai la angam. So when I have views in places like this, know that it's going to have a sound, ung, and this is going to rhyme with it, gun, la ungun. Um, today's weather is not good. Gum aya singai la ungun. Today's weather is not good. Gum ayat singai la ungun. Gum ayat singai la ungun. Nathan.
Gum, ayat, singai, la anggang.
How Tony.
Gum ayat sing I la ungang.
How Big Bear.
Gam, ayat singai la angang.
How that reminds me, as soon as I saw this phrase, I want to just put it in a basic um Nathan, am I using the wrong type of who's? Should it be WHO apostrophe S?
You're correct.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, I'm right. Okay. I started to doubt myself. Um, so because with Geese Gal Ejun, it'll cover any um item. So our first word, geese, um, sounds like the English word geese, but with a D at the end. Geese. Um, Giao, like Yao, but with a G in front of it. So Giao. And then we have Ejun. Who's sorry, Geese Giao Ejun. Whose
Autocorrect.
is this?
Wrong.
It,
Wrong.
uh,
Oh, I didn't hear you, Nathan.
Oh, I was saying it auto corrected Giao to grow.
Oh, okay. Good eye. I see it now. So we have Geese Giao Ejun. Geese Giao Ejun. Geese Giao Ejun. Geese Giao Ejun. Nathan.
Geese, Giao, Jung.
How Tony.
Geese Giao Ejung.
How Big Bear.
Iskau ejang.
Okay. So now we have whose book is this? Okay, we got our phonetics in. Peace, Giao, Kuginai, Ejun. Whose book is this? Book is normally Kuging, but because we're talking about a specific book, we use the definitive and it becomes Kuginai. Peace, Giao, Kuginai, Ejun. Whose book is this? Peace, Giao, Kuginai, Ejun. And of course, this gives you the format. You could change out Kuginai or whatever the object is, whether it's pen or paper or what have you. Peace, Kuginai, Ejun. Peace, Kuginai, Ejun. Peace, Kuginai, Ejun. Nathan.
Geese,
Oh,
Yao, Hu, Gin, I, Yi, Jiang.
how Tony.
Geese Gal Cooking Iyang.
How Big Bear.
Goose Cow, Kukenai, Ejang.
How okay. So for response, we have this book is mine. So there's like a double possessive because Aji is this and Gya is possessive. So let's see if we could do phonetics. Oh, well, a lot of them are the same as last time. Kuginai, Yao, Ejun. This book is mine. Aji, Kuginai, Yao, Ejun. Aji, Kuginai, Yao, Ejun. It keeps changing it to grow. Aji, Kuginai, Yao, Ejun. Aji, Kuginai, Yao, Ejun. Nathan.
Jin, Hu, Gin, I, Yao, Yi, Jiang.
How Tony.
Aji Cooking Yao Ijang.
How Big Bear.
Aji, Kukenai, Cow, Ejang.
How okay. We have a new question. Kusui-jun. What is this? Kusui-jun. 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 Nathan.
Hu, Su, Yi, Jiang.
How Tony.
Gusu Ijang.
How Big Bear.
Goose Ejang.
Um, Goose, Yao, Ejun. That changed it to grow again. um, come on. Okay. This is cat. So we're answering the question. Um, so we have dus Giao Ejum. We have the Haida sentence, the phonetics, and the English translation. Dus Giao Ejum. Dus Giao Ejum. So this part here, deuce, sounds like the English word deuce, like in dice, meaning two. Um, deuce Giao Ejun. Deuce Giao Ejun. Nathan.
Dus Yao Yijeng.
How Tony.
Dus Gao Yijeng. Yijeng.
How Big Bear.
Du Scout, E Jung.
How okay, let me see. I don't think I could do the phonetics by adding another line. So I want to put this on. Let's see. I'm gonna change that G to a K because that's what Dr. Aljuf would have done. So this is gonna sound like Auk as in Auk Bay, Alaska. And then I can't change is. I guess I could add another S on to the end of it. And then we just round our lips for the W. Ak is, ak is, ak is, ak is. So phonetically, and it sounds like ak is. Is this it? Ak is. Nathan,
Ok is.
how Tony,
Ak is.
how Big Bear,
Och is.
and so this is the way of saying, is this it? And then let's see, do I have room to type here? Yeah, I do. We could simply say on for yes, or ge for no. If you want to be,
Ganu.
yeah, I'm looking for the tone marks. Yeah, here it is. Got a new is
Hell no.
if you want to be really emphatic. If you're saying got a new, it's like you're saying hell no or heck no. Um, I this one little kid that's growing up learning the Haida language, I asked him something, and it was funny because his reply was "got a new," and he said it really boldly and emphatically. And so he was basically telling me, hell no. And I burst out laughing. And he knew exactly what he was saying and doing. Um, but yeah, even the little things in Haida can be funny. So we're gonna do these three responses. We have yes, ke'e, and then ka'anu. The polite way is no question mark, but it's the equivalent of like heck no or hell no. So we have ke'e, ka'anu, ke'e, ka'anu, ke'e, ka'anu. Notice we're hitting all the tone marks. If this was low tone, we would be saying ong, but it's high tone, so we're saying ong. I know there's only a slight difference, but it's there. If this was all low tone, it would be ge'e, but it's ge'e, ge'e. If this was all low tone, we would be saying ka'anu, but we're saying ka'anu. Can you hear the difference in the tones?
Yes.
Okay. Hulagan. Okay, we're gonna go around the room with all three. Ang, ke'e, ka'anu, Nathan.
Ong. Ge'e. Ka'anu.
Yeah.
Can't hear anything.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear. Okay, now I hear you. Are you waiting on me?
Ang,
Ong. Ge'e. Ga'anu.
ang, Big
I don't think
Bear.
you can say it any other way.
Ang, ge'e, ka'anu.
Ang, So, okay, we are on page 40. We finished 49. So that means on Monday, we'll be on page 50. I want to go back to some songs. Okay, since we're all related to Johnny Bennett, um, of course, Nathan and Tony, your direct descendants, and Big Bear is related, and so am I. And also, Johnny Bennett was our house chief in Howcan, and my non grew up in the same house as him. Oh, do you want to see the house?
I'd love to see the house. But I was just
Okay.
going to ask you, when you say not, would you say non for grandma? It's a friendly term, I imagine. I'd
Yeah,
always heard, and maybe I'm mistaken, but is it chinga?
Chana.
we have
China and Chinga.
China for grandfather.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was with a G for grandmother.
Nana.
Chinga. No?
No.
Just Nana? Okay.
Nan or Nana.
Yeah.
Oh, Nana. Okay. I must be
Sometimes
mistaken
we
it for the
say
Spanish.
Nani, which is more Masset style, but we say it too. Okay, let's go look at the house. Oh, the house. You guys are all related to Thomas Skolka as well. So the photo is going to show both houses.
They were right next door to each other.
They were close. There was Chief George Yeltatsi in the middle. And my non's non was Elizabeth Yaltatsi, and she was sister to Chief George Yaltatsi. And we're going to point out some cool, well, I think they're cool anyways. Okay, here's the three houses. This is Chief Thomas Skoka's House of the World. This is Chief George Yaltatsi's house. There's a double fin kilowell on the top of the pole and several potlatch rings. And this pole here is, a lot of us think of it as the most intricate Haida pole ever carved. It's a duplicate of the original that was in Quiantlas, which was a village, Yaklanis village, 7 to 8 miles south of Haukan. This house here, Johnny Bennett was a house chief of this house, and my non grew up in this house, and my non's uncle, Ben John Jr., had a grocery store inside the house. You could see here the seal stone. You see my cursor?
Mm-hmm.
This is the seal stone. It's a seal carved out of stone, and today it sits in the middle of Heidelberg Totem Park.
We've seen it. I got pictures of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this is where it comes from.
Holy crap.
And
We
then
had
when
no idea. Huh.
George F. McDonald did his slideshow of Haukan, he said this house was the oldest house in the village, and he could tell because this totem pole was the oldest.
What is that on
Um, So yeah, these are the only three houses I can identify. Um, this
What is
one in
that at the
Haida,
top?
I would say Klingwai, Tlagai, Klingwai, Tlagai's Nest, or House of the World. But I think they had a slightly different pronunciation for it. I can't remember um, how they spelt it or pronounced it. But in today's orthography, Klingwai Tlagai's Nest. Klingwai Tlagai is one of our words for world. The SD at the end is of. Nest is old Haida for house. Nowadays we tend to use nai. So Klingwai Tlagai's Nest means house of the world. Chief George Yaltatsi's the Haida name for his house is Poots Nest, Brown Bear House. He was a Yaklanos chief, and he was from the Brown Bear House. And this house here was also Yaklanos house. Johnny Bennett lived there. My non and her family and her grandmother lived there. Oh, the name of the Haida name of this house is Stumness, meaning two houses. So
Hey, Robert, on the top of the totem pole, I've seen this house before. Is that a boy with a shield or an eagle on the top of the two houses totem pole?
oh, I can't see. It gets really dark at the top because of its age. Um, It's probably a Haida watchman, judging from the hat that it's wearing. So it's probably a Haida watchman, and it might be holding a shield. I
Uh,
can't.
Actually, I was able to zoom in a little bit more. It looks like maybe a bird standing on top of a man with a tall hat.
Yeah, there's a bird on top, and then uh, what I believe is the Haida watchman. Um, if it's not a Haida watchman, then it's someone of prestige to be having that hat. But I think it's a Haida watchman.
Okay.
And the bird is probably, oh, I don't want to guess. Um, there are other photos. We're going to have to look at some other photos that are better than this one. This one is really dark. But I just want to give you this little overview because not all of this info is recorded. Nathan, if we ever get a Haida language and culture site established, then this would need to go in that. Because these are the only 3 houses that I could think of Haida names for and who owned them.
Yeah, it's very interesting. You have a little bit more information than what's in the books. I think I have all the books for these pictures, but I think you have more details than what's in there.
And Chief George Iltatsi and Chief Johnny Bennett, they both came over from Masset to take up their respective chieftainships. I think it was cool when there was no border, and um, Haida country was Haida country, and you just went back and forth as you wanted. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Johnny Bennett song now that you know where he lived in Haucan. And with this knowledge, any picture of Haucan, you should be able to pick out these 3 houses. Later on, Chief Skulka puts a second story on his longhouse. And before the school was built, he let them use his house as a school. And here you could see a Russian man with a beard. Um, I forget the story to it, but okay. Back to the Johnny Bennett song. Oh, I talked so long, we only have 5 minutes left. This is our highest song of honor and reverence. Um, and it's not sung as much anymore, but the elders talk about it in a recording party at Gladys Morrison's house. It's in the Alaska Native Language Archive, available online. Kliandi Tigers Lutanu Dalan Katu Ingon was How Su Digwansa Dasana Ujwas Wanza Dasanam An Kill La. The last few words, punch, kill la. We put our hands, our right hand, palm outward towards the imaginary fire because it was a sacred fire pit, and they would come through that sacred fire portal and speak to their relatives, and they would get real excited when that happened, that a loved one that passed came back to speak kind words to them. Andi tai asli sanu dalangkatu hu king on waslu how flausu digwansa dasanan who was wansa dasanan and kill la. Andi tigers flew, sanu dalankatu, who king on was flew, how flausu, digwansa, dasanan, who was wansa, dasanan, and kill la. Okay, that is the Johnny Bennett song. Did I email this to you folks?
Yeah, you sent it to us. You know why?
I sent it to you before? Okay,
Yeah. Yep.
okay, just checking. We
That's all
got 30 seconds. Let's do the departure song.
Hey,
It has
Robert,
a-
is the Johnny Bennett song named Johnny Bennett song just because he's the one who made it, or is there a reason for that?
I don't think he made it. I think he inherited it. When you listen to the elders talk about this song, again, it's in the recording party at Gladys Morrison's house. Jim Adenso is talking about it, and he talks about Old Man Yeltatsi. Actually, Old Man Yeltatsi was Chief George Yeltatsi's predecessor. So he was the chief before him. But somehow Johnny Bennett's name is associated with this song. I don't know if he revived a song, but they do mention Old Man Yeltatsi. His English name was William James. And he lived in Cuiantlas, the village 7 to 8 miles south of Haucan. And he moved to Haucan a few short years before his death. So Johnny Bennett couldn't have composed this song because it goes back to a much earlier generation. Okay, we are out of time. I better stop talking. Maybe next time we'll have time to do the departure song. And if there's other songs you guys want to do, let me know. So, weekend guy, la da'u. Have a good weekend, you guys.
So,
Dog Juice.
How
Good to see you, Bear.
Good to be seen.
all right.